Nazarene was a heretic, as are his followers. Clearly, this little, growing movement has new leadership. Bring them in.
How many more radicals are there?
I don't know.
Hey, News with Nicola here. I recently spoke with Mogali Masuku, who portrays Mary of Magdala, or Mary Magdalene, in the new exciting Testament series streaming on Angel Studios, which I highly recommend. Please find a way to watch. Of course, the only way to watch right now is on Angel Studios, but I believe they're working on bringing this exciting series, this dystopian-like series based on the Book of Acts, to other streaming platforms, so more folks can take a look and be inspired by the creativity. I spoke with Masuku, I mentioned, about her role of Mary of Magdala. I have some clips for you from that extended interview. I want you to tune in and let me know what you think. Character Mary of Magdala. How did she get on your radar? How did you get involved with the project?
Mary got on my radar when I was a little girl, actually, when I was in the Church of Christ in Bulawayo, and the pastor was talking about her, and he was describing her as a woman who was a temptress. So I think I was about 7 years old. I think I was 7, and I didn't know what that was, but I knew it was not true. But I hadn't read, I'd only by that point read the little Bible books they give us, like this is Jesus, this is Paul, the little ones. And I hadn't read, and the only Mary one I'd read was on Mary, the mother of Jesus. When he started talking about this Mary and how you have to resist, he was talking about a sermon about resisting temptation and how there's a reward in that. And he used Mary as an example of how she spent her life paying penance for how she was. And I felt so strongly to defend her and protect her because it felt wrong. And then ever since then, reading the Bible and getting to know, I have in the Bible found no story about her other than Jesus cast out 7 demons from her. She met him, he was the first clear thought she had post that. She saw him, she said, right, you are God, that's it for the rest of my life. I'm dedicating it to walking with you. And she did it. She kept her word, which is admirable. And also, when we think about it in a historical context, she kept her word in a time where it wasn't the church. These were Jewish people who were being murdered for betraying the faith and also for being Jewish. So she and other women like her held the church together when initially the ones who were being killed were the men. So they killed the apostles. So it would have been the women holding it down, and also people were meeting in women's houses. As we go further into the book of Acts, we meet so many more women, Phoebe, all these women who made sure that there were churches, that there were meeting rooms in their home, made sure that people, and Paul famously goes from saying women shouldn't speak in the church to going, well, this is my fellow worker. So she came to me from the perspective of, as a girl, God has as much use for me as he does for my brother, for everybody else.
You shared a bit there about what you kind of, I guess, put together from the historical Mary. But tell us about Mary in the Testament. She seems almost kind of like a loner and maybe a little bit emotionally distant. I don't know. But she's also very nurturing and very bold. So tell us about your Mary a little bit.
Mary is, she is a loner and I think we'll find out more of this about is her main thing is she believes very much in the worth of everyone else, like each individual person. And for some reason that doesn't apply to her. So she is willing to give all. I was reading something a while this, I imagine her saying, I am given, to Jesus, saying, I am given, I'm yours. And that was it. And that's the Mary we have in Testament. She was given. So she fights. You see her fighting for Dana and the girls. But before that, before of that, You can see with how she moves with the apostles, with the other apostles and everything, that they know when it comes down to it, Mary. And also don't cross Mary.
Yeah, Mary, I was gonna cuss there. I'm sorry. Mary's a baddie.
Yeah, she
You
is.
see her standing up to, by herself, standing up to these big, bad, violent guys,
Yeah.
and she's not really afraid.
No, she's not. And I think, and it's interesting to explore her because when we're doing the work with Paul and stuff, it's just the backstory, and also from the Bible, 7 demons are no joke. Surviving 7 demons, what can man do to me? But then also on top of that, like realistically, this person knew Jesus personally. This person knew God personally. Like the John writes in the Bible that there were so many more miracles that Jesus performed that they couldn't write about them, because if they did, then they'd just never stop writing. They just wrote these so that you would believe that Jesus is God. So just the thought of that, like every single moment of every single day being like, you're like, man, I have seen God. Calm yourself. Just calm yourself. But also,
Yeah.
is scared. She is. But there's this kind of every time she for me, for playing her, every time fear tries to take hold, she falls back into him all the time, just falls back into him and falls back into the mission. What is the mission? Go into the world. What is the mission? Yeah.